Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at Brawler Ironhide, and a big thank you to Kabam for once again providing him to me for like a sneak peek preview to be able to make a video for you guys. I'm sad that they have to take him away after a couple days, but it's okay. I get a sneak peek, and I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. This Brawler Ironhide is so much better than Skywarp, and I don't know if he's as good as Thundercracker. I think honestly he's like right behind him in terms of overall like usability, and just his overall kit makes him like the complete package, which is really good. And yeah, we'll take a quick look at him. So Ironhide, you guys can check his stats out on the left hand side. Synergy bonuses, he has enemies with Dirge and Skywarp. I am not able, actually I tested it out with Dirge, but it wasn't mutual. But I can't test it with Skywarp because I'm dumb and I did not log in every day to get Skywarp from the calendar. So yeah, my bad. I'm sad about that one. Autobot Security Specialist plus 12% attack against Decepticons with Prowl. So that one's actually really good. And signature ability, let's check this out. Trithelium Body. I practiced that word a little bit. I should have probably looked it up to see if I pronounced it correctly. So I hope I did okay. So at 75, 50, and 25% health, he'll gain Melee Reflect for 7.5 seconds, granting a 90% chance to deal 75% of Ironhide's attack to his opponent when struck by a melee attack. So as you can imagine, if you have a 5-star fully forged rank 6 Ironhide, and if you get, God forbid, rocked against a corner, just getting pummeled by, an enemy bot, and if this triggers, and if you have a really high signature, I don't know what it is at like, the low levels, like level 5. If it's like, a 50% chance, I think that's still pretty decent for like a defensive signature, which is pretty nice. But you're going to be doing some pretty good damage back to the enemy, and overall not too bad. Let's see. Oops, I accidentally X'd out of that. Ability, so he has armor buffs, melee buffs, and unstoppable. Passive, 15% crit resistance, which is not bad. At the start of the fight, he'll gain 5 armor buffs, each reducing damage from attacks by 4% for 10 seconds. Multiply that by 5, so that's a 20% damage reduction, which is pretty nice for the first 10 seconds of the fight. Whenever Ironhide gains an armor buff, 50% chance to gain a 24% melee buff for 8 seconds. Okay, keep that in mind. Whenever he gains an armor buff, it's a 50% chance to gain a 24% melee buff, which the melee buff is already pretty high. Whenever he's attacked, he has a 30% chance to gain an armor buff, reducing damage from attacks by 10% for 10 seconds. The last hit of a medium combo, and keep in mind you can just spam the medium combos, which is 2 mediums. It refreshes all armor buffs, and if he has less than 5 armor buffs, he'll gain an armor buff, reducing damage from attacks by 2% for 10 seconds. So honestly, you can keep refreshing your armor buffs. I tested it out. It maxes out at 10 stacks, so you can constantly have 10 armor buffs going and just keep them refreshed with the medium combo. You are going to lose them, and we'll go over that in a little bit. But overall, 2 melee hits, 2 medium melees, and you're able to have a chance to gain a 24% melee buff for 8 seconds. The most I got was about 3 of them with 3 medium melee combos back to back. And yeah, man, I was doing some pretty decent damage for being, a 4-star character. So overall, not bad. Blocking, every 1.5 seconds. Remove 1 armor buff to purify 1 debuff. So there is your purify. As long as you have an armor buff, if you get tagged by a bleed, by a shock, by an acid, mixed daddy, you can remove an armor buff. Just hold down block, and you can purify 1 debuff by removing an armor buff by blocking. So keep that in mind. Heavy attacks deals 200% damage against stunned opponents. Special attacks, for each armor buff on Ironhide, he has a 10% chance to stun for 3 seconds. If this stuns, remove 5 armor buffs. So this is where you'll lose some of your armor buffs, but it's okay because of course you gain them back, and it applies the stun, which then right away you can smack him with a heavy attack. I need to practice a little bit more, with as soon as I land a special, do like 2 quick medium hits, basically just a quick 2 medium combo and then finish it off with like a heavy if there's time. So yeah, that'll be a way to kind of maximize your damage. If you gain a melee buff and then you can use a heavy, that's a ton of damage. Special 1 gains a 32% melee buff for 10 seconds, so there's your guaranteed melee buff. And on top of that, you can right away, if you get the stun off, go for a 2-hit medium combo. Hopefully you get a melee buff, you do a heavy, and that's already, quite a bit of damage that you're going to be doing. Special 2, 100% chance to go unstoppable for 7 seconds. When unstoppable ends, gain 3 armor buffs, each reducing damage from attacks by 4% for 10 seconds. And special 3, it is, unfortunately, the Ratchet special 3. It refreshes all armor buffs on Ironhide, and for the rest of the fight, all debuffs applied by the opponent are 10% weaker, max stacks of 4. So, honestly, not bad. To me, he's like a really good, well-rounded character. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Megatronus as far as like his overall kit being very good, and I like him. Honestly, I really do like him. I think the way to play him, of course you don't want to get hit, so the offensive way to play him I think would be stack up like some medium, get those armor buffs going with the medium combos, get some melee buffs going, launch special ones. Basically that's the way to go in my opinion. Special ones, you gain that melee buff, you do extra damage, you launch a heavy here and there, and you're going to be doing quite a lot of work on the opponent. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at, let's see, oops, I went into the last one by mistake. Let's go back. Go against, of course, our favorite Mixed Daddy, and this is the team I brought along with me, just to test them out a little bit. So of course it says enemies with Dirge, but it doesn't apply unfortunately. So there's a 12% attack against Decepticons by having Prowl, the leadership, 10% crit to all R1 with Ultra Magnus, Brothers in Arms with him as well, 10% armor rating, crit damage with the RC, and then I threw in B at the end for an extra 10% critical rating. So let's go ahead and jump in and check them out. Hopefully you guys like them. And I think in this first fight, I'm gonna die like intentionally. That way you guys can kind of see like how purifying the debuffs work and how effective like overall he is. That way you guys can check out the signature as well. And hopefully I don't die on my second run. Alright, so we started with 5 armor buffs and then couple of the melee buffs. So there we go. Am I holding down? Yep, there's a Purify. So let's go ahead and have him hit us again with some acids. Sorry, I'm intentionally like, not intentionally, sorry. I'm like instinctively, there we go. You guys can see it, the little counter. There we go, Purified, so not bad. And again, every time he hits us, we have a chance at... Alright, so there's a melee reflect, and he's doing damage to himself. So, yeah, it's not a lot of damage. Again, I have the 4-star Ironhide, so it's not too much. But every time he hits us, we do have a chance at gaining an armor buff, and every time we gain an armor buff, there's a 50% chance to gain a melee buff. So you guys kind of get the gist of it, right? So we'll let him smack us around a little bit more. There's the melee reflect again. Remember, 75%. We'll purify this thing again. Have him hit us. Nope. All right. That didn't go through. All right, 25%. It's coming up. There it is, and come on, go for it. Hit me. Alright, it only did 1200, but... Alright, we'll go ahead and launch a special 3. Actually, no, we'll wait. We'll wait till our second attempt, but... Yeah, I mean, you guys kind of saw, I wasn't, pointing it out too much, but he was gaining armor buffs pretty quickly, and every now and then we would get a melee buff as well, so overall not not too bad. And so now we'll go ahead and attempt it for real, try to take down Mixed Daddy, and hopefully things go well and I don't get wrecked right away. So yeah, let us jump right in. But I'm liking him, honestly. Like I do plan on going for him if he's available. I might even drop $100 if he's if they do that offer again for him. So let's see. Yeah, all right, so let's go ahead and jump in, guys, and I'll use all of his specials so that way you guys can see. There's another armor buff, and again, we refresh them every time we land the last hit of a medium. So there we go. We're at 8 stacks right now. And I'm gonna go for a special 3 first. That way we can apply the that debuff, or weaken the debuff, sorry. Good old Ratchet special 3. There's that debuff. But yeah, overall not bad. Let's see. Let's get these armor buffs going, and then we'll use a special 2, and then I'm just gonna keep using special 1s. Alright, so this is a 100% chance to stun, and then here, let me see, there's 2, and then, yeah, there we go, 8,000 damage, guys. And that was with the crit, so we got kind of lucky with the crit there. But, yeah, you know, quickly do a medium combo, just 2 medium hits, and hopefully you can get another melee buff, and that should amplify the damage on your heavy. Alright, so let's go for those special 1s. I got a little bit nervous there. I thought we were going to get tagged, but we're okay. Alright, I jinxed myself, guys. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's go for this again. There's the stun. 2 hits. No melee buff, but we still did quite a bit of damage with the heavy. I swear, man, sometimes Mixmaster special, I feel like the special 1 just kind of gains a little bit extra range. Alright, I messed that one up. I instantly went for the heavy. See, that one was like regular range for some reason. Alright, no stun, but that's okay. No, the concussive block. Don't do it, Mixmaster, don't do it. Well, this sucks. Never mind, we're good. I was like, man, I really don't want to die. You know what I could have done? I could have gone up against like Bone Crusher in Legends of Cybertron 3, but I have a feeling like the bleeds would kill me. I don't know if I could purify enough of them. Ow. Alright, we need to purify this real quick. Oh my god, we were unstoppable and I think I ate both hits of that. We were doing so good in the beginning, guys, and then I just, I turned my brain off. There's no way. How did that even happen? We're pretty dang tanky, man. Alright, the whiff. The whiff, man. Things always get like really sketchy for me when they're like this low and I'm like equally as low. I don't like being put in these situations, guys. Peer pressure. Alright. Not bad. 5,000 damage, not bad. Alright, we'll go for this special 2. Sorry guys if I'm a little quiet. I'm just trying to concentrate on not dying here, so yeah, that's why. Alright, Star Seeker starting to ramp up a little bit. Holy crap, we did it. Okay. All right, we're good, guys. That took a bit of a, it was a little sweaty there at the end, but I think we did okay. We came back from that very, very abysmal, middle, the middle of the fight was terrible. We started off good with like over 100 hit combo, and it got rocky in between, but I knew we were gonna be fine. So yeah, we did we did good. But yeah, man, overall, honestly, I do like Ironhide. I think as a 5-star with these melee buffs, we can see him be doing like a whole ton of damage. For a brawler class, the fact that he can purify, he has these armor buffs, it makes him really tanky. The signature ability as well coming in a little bit clutch, and if you are getting hit, you do have a chance to gain melee and armor buffs, which is kind of good for like a nice little counter attack. You start getting hit, you get, I don't know, 4, 5. If you get hit with like a 5-hit combo, there's a chance for you to get 5 armor buffs and 5 melee buffs, which is pretty nutty. So yeah, it's possible. And then special 1, get the stun off, quickly do a 2-hit medium combo, hopefully get another melee buff, and then go for a heavy, and that heavy should do a lot of damage. Or if you want to go unstoppable, go for a special 2, and special 3, apply the debuff. And yeah, overall, just I think he's a really good bot. I think he can definitely do damage, and I will try going for him for a 5-star version if I can. And if I do get him, I will rank him up, awaken him, and then we can revisit this again, do another gameplay video with Ironhide, and see how good he is as a 5-star. I think he's gonna be amazing. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, I will see you all in the next video, which should be on Thursday once the new spotlight lands. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.